Hello chat, how are we all doing today? Hi, hello. Hope we're all doing fantastic today. Welcome. Welcome Emily. You're doing well. Quite insane. Let me turn down this. Turn down the music. Hopefully it still can be like hearable in OBS. Yeah, it looks like it can still be heard. But yeah, how's it going, everyone? I hope everyone has been doing well. Hope the day has been going well for you all. I apologize for the lack of content after the 2 videos that I posted, or doing any more kind of live streams. I've been working on stuff. I've been working on stuff, and also, just trying to also take some time, to just soak in the nice, beautiful as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been rather chill, to be honest. I've also been to on Sunday, Saturday. It was one of those days. I've been to Arcade Club as well in Blackpool, and it's fine. I'll say that, chat. It's honestly fine. I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad, as many people are making it out to be. Whatever. I think it's just some sort of like silly. What's his face? I think some people are just saying it and not really having a reason, to say the least, as to why they don't like Arcade Club in Blackpool. But I've been there. I've been to all 3. I've been to the Bury one. I've been to the Leeds one. I've been to the Blackpool one. So yeah, I can officially say I've been to all 3. Spent some time in all 3, and it's all fine. Yeah, it's all fine. Yo, Tolik. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, it's been super fun. Obviously I had fun, of course. Excuse me one moment while I just take this quick drink. There we go. You're doing good. How am I? I'm doing good as well, Tolik. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I know I haven't been. I know I've been very like quiet on this channel, like not posting stuff and whatnot, and I want to get back to that because you know I have been quite lazy over the past few days, but obviously you know I don't how to put this. I do value like going out as well. Because I think it's obviously important that I obviously, you know, get out there, you know, even if it's just for a walk, you know, chat. Even if it's just for a walk, I can just go out there, you know, and just think about stuff. Mario Kart, no, not today. Also welcome, Minamoto, Minamoto, however you pronounce it. Hope you're doing well. Momito? But welcome. Glad to see you're here. You're also doing a walk on the street. Nice. Nice. That's great to hear, Tolik. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of crazy stuff has been happening. Obviously, I'm not going to go into you know detail of what it is, but it's nothing you should all worry about personally. But you know, we're just here, you know, here to hang out, have a good time. I've got some topics prepared as well for this discussion as well. And can I say as well before I get onto the topics, in this country it's been like actually pretty nice over the like I think past few weeks. I want to say, yeah, it's been quite a nice one. Obviously today it's a bit cloudy. I mean it's not that bad. I'll say that, chat. It's not been that incredibly bad. So. There you go. I suppose there's something at least. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, the video's still running. Okay, that's good. Is it raining in my country? Nope. It's like partially sunny. Like I can see some like sun, but it's mainly like cloudy. It's not like you know the black clouds, because if it was black clouds then obviously that would indicate that it was going to rain, but no, it's just cloudy. That's it. Emily, no, I'm not playing a game today. If you've read the title, this is just a hanging out stream. And chatting. So if you were expecting a game, no, unfortunately. I still need to look back at the community, at the poll that I posted out like some days ago now. I think it is. Yeah, I need to look back at that. I want to see, because I know Mario Galaxy 2 is winning in the poll. I can actually check that out right now, in fact, while I'm looking at it. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, and I did also put, like, I played My for the first time. They also had some Sonic songs as well, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, I played them, of course. Hey, David, how's it going? Yeah, I played Reach for the Stars. I've actually played Reach for the Stars, Sonic, what is it? Live and Learn, And I also did play the Sega Saturn startup theme, which I think was like interesting that it was even a thing in My. If you don't know what My is, it's essentially like a rhythm game where there's like notes and you have to like it's not like Dance Dance Revolution where you're using your feet, you use your hands and there's like buttons around it. It's like a circle thing. And essentially there'll be like things that go to like each one of them and you have to press it in time. Sometimes there's things where you have to press and hold it and then let go as like you time it. There is also some where you have to like I think you have to like hold it and then swipe your hand on the screen until it reaches the end, and if you do it well good enough, and yeah, you'll be good. It's a really interesting game. Yeah, it is really an interesting game. That was at Arcade Club, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Let's see. Now let me just go ahead and just find the poll right here that I posted. Okay, yeah. So Mario Galaxy 2 is still winning, by the way. With Luigi's Mansion 3 coming in second place, Sonic Generations in third, and Crash Bandicoot 2 in last place. So if you want to go and vote on a game, if you haven't already, in fact, feel free to do so. I still need to figure out when it will be a good time, because I actually haven't played Mario Galaxy 2 nor Luigi's Mansion 3, so I need to get around to probably thinking about when to start planning that as well. But yeah, go and vote in the poll. It's still available. If it changes to where Mario Galaxy 2 doesn't win and, let's say, I don't know, like Luigi's Mansion 3 overtakes it, then yeah, that's the game I'll play. I think we've had enough of Shadow Generations Radical Highway. I'm gonna put on Sonic Unleashed music. Ended. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see here. Let me view the full playlist. Yeah. Sure, why not? I mean, the first topic literally goes exactly in tandem with the first one, with the game that I just put music on from. I'm just gonna put up the music just a little bit more, just so that you lot can obviously hear me, and can also hear the music as well. But the first one that I want to talk about is the Sonic Unleashed unofficial like PC port chat. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you, chat. It is pretty good. It is really, really good. Obviously, you need like your own copy of the game in order to use this PC port. Well, like once you're done with it, essentially it's like, okay, it's done now. It's like it just literally just becomes like an application that you can just launch anytime. Like imagine if like Sonic Unleashed finally like imagine if like launching Sonic Unleashed from Steam, for example. Because I know you can actually add like non-Steam games to your Steam library, and you probably could also create art for it as well and add a logo. But yeah, the PC port is pretty cool because I feel like, you know, everyone has been asking for like a Sonic Unleashed PC port, a Sonic Unleashed like you know, like remaster. And then it's like fans are doing Sega's like work here. And this PC port as well also does things as well that let's say if an official Unleashed PC port, like an official Unleashed remaster, right? So obviously it'll probably come out on PC via Steam and likely Epic Games. I still don't understand why Sega releases Sonic games on Epic. Like, I need to know who is using the Epic Game Store for that. Like, seriously, who? I'm not sure if the music's loud. I never win with the stupid YouTube volume slider. It's very, very, like, picky. But yes, the Sonic Unleashed PC port. I do have to say, I actually quite think this is the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed in a true like resolution, like higher frame rates, much greater resolution than what you would get on the 360 or PS3 for that matter. And you do actually have like the ability to have the option of either having a load time, the loading screen, have either the 360 one or the PS3 one. Welcome Kratos. Hello. Hello, James. How am I? I am doing good. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Just talking about the first topic of the Sonic Unleashed PC port. I'm sure you've seen videos of it. But yeah, it's honestly like quite crazy, if I'm gonna be honest with you, that we now this is obviously called Unleashed Recompiled, which is different from a decompiler, and it's also different from like the Unleashed project for Generations as well. That the Recompiled basically, if I remember, because I remember watching a video on it, it takes code from like C to something that the Xbox 360 can read, to then from what the Xbox 360 can read back to C, and that's how it does it. Which I did watch a video on how it was achieved, and it was pretty dang interesting. How would I feel if Nintendo made a Mother 3 remastered on Switch or Switch 2? I have no thoughts because I've never played Mother 3. I probably would say cool, but I just know that I wouldn't play it personally, because it's just not another. It's just one of those games that I just don't personally play myself. Is it true that there will be another Sonic racing game? Absolutely. I mean, I did make a video on it back in January. talking about Crossworlds and Superstars. So if you're only interested in hearing my thoughts on, like... Well, at the time before we got the official trailer, then you can watch that video. Just bearing in mind that any information that I did say in that video will probably not be accurate anymore, because now that we've got... an actual trailer for it. And I'm personally quite excited for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I am definitely excited for it, because it's like one of those games that, you know, after like the disappointment that was like Team Sonic Racing, I think Sega really needs to go back to like what works. And it seems like this game is going back to what it works. Now, granted, Sumo Digital isn't working on this game anymore. I believe Sonic Team is working on this game. I believe Sonic Team is working on Crossworlds. Yeah. My thoughts on Sonic 06 and Sonic Frontiers. Sonic 06, broken piece of mess. Had potential, but Sega rushed it to market because, well, yeah, they wanted to meet the holiday season, and also because they split Sonic Team up into two, one continuing to work on 06, while the others work on a brand new project for the Wii. And for Frontiers, I honestly love that game. I think that was like the best game ever. Granted, it does have its fair share of issues and flaws. Of course, the big one is the pop-in. That I feel like Sonic Team could definitely have remedied that. Like, even during the whole Final Horizons, they literally could have done that. They could have literally addressed the biggest issue with that game, and that is the pop-in. They could have just, like, had it where it could have just faded. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have just been where it was just, I can't speak. Where it was just, it could just fade from when you get close to it. Rather than just, boop, oh, it's there, I can interact with it. Go figure. Stories are great, you know. Now, when I first thought, like, Frontiers was coming out, I thought, wait, are they continuing, like, a Colors 2 here? I wouldn't blame anyone if that was the first thought, because that was honestly my first thought. But then it started getting interesting as well. I think the way how Sega had initially marketed Frontiers was not really the best. But like, as soon as Sega saw that people weren't liking the way Frontiers was being marketed, that they suddenly changed that. And now it's like the best-selling game ever, and because they marketed it more better this time. Because if you know, with Forces, they marketed it so incredibly bad. Like, there was lies, there was things being hid from us, like... There was even things that was even in the first trailer, like announcement trailer, that just simply was just like, well, where was any of that? Where was that serious tone? Like, we start, like, in Forces, which, by the way, I did post the VOD for on my VODs channel, link in the description down below if you want to check it out. But, like, it's just so... My issue with Forces is it's too automated, and I feel like the trailers made the game look more, like, serious and dark. But in the game itself, it's, like, so light that I'm almost thinking, was the trailer and the actual game the same game? You know what I'm saying? Like, were these two things a part of the same game? Because one clearly looks like this was meant to be a very dark and serious game, and then the other is like, okay, there is some of it. I'll give it that. There's some of it, but then all the other stuff as well is just. It just baffles me how Sega could just release a game, have all these claims about what it did in the marketing, and then when you look at the actual game itself, it is the polar opposite. It is the complete opposite of what was marketed in the trailers and everything else along with it as well. It doesn't help its case either because of how incredibly automated the game is as well. Like, I guarantee you, majority of the game, you don't even need to turn a single, like... You don't even need to turn a single, like, stick. You know, you don't even need to move it in the direction because I guarantee you, just do a light push to the side, Sonic instantly turns to that side. You hate forces, I think Sonic Lost World deserved... excuse me. Deserved more love than forces. I think the problem with Lost World was it felt like it was trying too much to try and copy another game rather than try and be its own thing. I think that's just it. Sometimes that's what is the problem, is like, instead of doing something unique, like we do have Sonic games that are unique, like for example, Frontiers. Frontiers, in a way, yes, it's copied a popular like thing, you know, from Zelda. I personally think like any Sonic games does suffer from like unoriginality, which I mean that's incredibly hard, by the way, to be original, because let's be honest, nothing in this world is original. You could come up with an amazing idea, okay? You could come up with an amazing idea, say that it's an original idea that someone made up, and I guarantee you it would be an idea that has already been done, like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 5 years ago, on a game released way earlier than the game currently. The Legend of Zelda. Well, Sonic Frontiers does take that kind of inspiration from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. If you notice those similarities, then it would make sense. That's just a problem with it as well. The only thing I could only say that was like actually original was 06. Was the originals on Genesis, some like Dreamcast, but it's like, I think as soon as we get to like, where would this technically have started? I would say like maybe Colors. Because even though Colors and, let's say, the first Mario Galaxy completely are different, they kind of also have the same idea of, like, you know, you're going out into space, but instead of, like, saving galaxies, you're trying to destroy an interstellar amusement park in Colors. I think where the true Mario Galaxy inspiration really started was with Lost World. My opinion, anyways. And Lost World wasn't really good because it was like, it lacked the boost, which I know not everyone cares for the boost games. I realize that. But I feel like that's what sets Sonic apart from all these others, is how incredibly fast he is. Like, as soon as Sonic Advance obviously introduced sort of a concept of like you're going a lot faster, but as soon as Sonic Rush hit the DS and he introduced the boost, which then would be implemented in Unleashed in a 3D setting, it would make sense. Hey Kiki. You would be here right now, but I'm having a snack, so I'll be back later. Enjoy chatting. Hey, no worries, Kiki. Thank you for stopping on by. Hope you enjoy your snack. Let's. If Sega makes a Sonic Frontiers 2 in the future, what do you want to see they improve on? Well, first, please fix the pop-in. That's the thing that they need to truly fix. Like, that is something they need to make sure that they hone in on. They cannot screw this up if a Frontiers 2. And they need to look at the success of what Shadow Generations did, and also do that. Because, like, Sonic... That's another thing with Frontiers. I know Frontiers is meant to be a much, like, slower game, where exploration is more of a key focus of that game. But my issue is, like, okay, I can understand why Sonic would be slower in the open zone areas. You know, in Kronos Island, Ares, Chaos, Oranos Islands. I could understand Sonic being slow in them, because, you know, I feel like that would be better for exploration, but when it comes to, like, the cyberspace stages, he's still as slow as he is in the open zones. So they really need to make him fast. And I mean, like, they need to bring him back to how he was in Unleashed. Not Unleashed, in Generations, for example. If Sonic Boom was on Xbox/PS3 instead of Wii U, do you think it would have been a better game in 2013/2014? Well, wouldn't it not make any sense for them to just, like, put it on the Xbox One or the PS4? Because technically, those consoles would have been more than capable of running that game. Unfortunately, it's due to Sega signing an exclusivity deal with Nintendo at that time that basically forced Big Red Button to get the game to work on Wii U, and look what happened. It ended up not really doing well because of just the fact that the Cry engine that it was using just wasn't supported on the Wii U. And I think they were developing the game with, like, Xbox One and PS4 in mind originally, if I understand the development of it. I don't think a single time a Wii U version was ever mentioned, but yeah. Hey James, long time no see. Yeah, how's it going, man? Any thoughts of Sonic Superstars? Sorry if you talk about this before you join in. Well, if you want to know my thoughts on Superstars, it's I haven't played it. But I do know people are sick and tired of classic Sonic. Look, if you like the game, more friggin' power to you. But I can't really say much until I've played the game for myself. To really form an actual opinion on it. Though the consensus is it's quite mixed. There's a lot of things that it did in that game that people just think could have just been done better, which honestly I think, yeah, that's fine. Really good. You've been busy with work. Huh. But yeah, I'm doing good as well, James. Yeah, glad to see you here. I love you. I love. I can't speak. I love yapping. Who doesn't love yapping? Welcome, Carl. I think the open world in Frontiers looks bland and boring, but overall, I love it. That is an interesting take. That is really an interesting take. So are you saying, like, you think it would have been better if there was, like more enemies, more, like, things to interact with, like, more challenges? Frontiers looks bland, but I love the spring and dashpad colors. You know, I have never thought this deeply about Frontiers, to be honest. And I have played it as well. I've never ever once thought that incredibly deep about Frontiers. I think Mario Odyssey looks more beautiful than Frontiers, but that's just you. Well, I guess that's just if that's your opinion, hey, nothing wrong with that. I did play Mario Odyssey, but I never completed it. Sonic fans think about the most littlest thing and make it massive. That's just the Sonic fandom in general. I've never beaten the GOAT, Mario Odyssey. Nope. Like out of the two games I had at that time, I had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Odyssey when I got the Switch console. I played a lot more Mario Kart than Mario Odyssey. If I beat Mario Odyssey on a stream, you'll donate? We'll see. I do want to give Mario Odyssey a more thorough chance. Because I think I was definitely a bit unfair on it. I don't remember exactly where I got up to in that game. The thing is, though, by the time then, like in 2019, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled was like coming out, so I was more excited for that game, which means now I have 2 racing games. And hey, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is a very good game. It's just sad that the online just never got fixed. And I still truly believe that the video I released still holds up to this very day. I think the video that I released about Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled online, like, I don't even need to make another video because that video just is basically how it is now. It's good, but the online was from the start was booty. I only played online when the when the coins were busted. Yeah, I do remember like they gave you a lot more coins if you played online than playing offline, which I find interesting. No, I don't have any thoughts on the Spyro Reignited trilogy, although it looks good. I will say that. Now, where the hell is Spyro 4, Activision? I'm pretty... Spyro fans are crying for a Spyro 4 right now. Yeah. If you ever want to see how the online experience is, like, literally go watch that video. Because that video is basically the perfect example of how CTR is today. Remember when fans, though, Crash Wrath of Cortex was Crash 4? Well, technically, it is Crash 4. I mean, in Japan even, they call it Crash Bandicoot 4. But then there's a Crash Bandicoot 4 for 2020. Oh, far, yeah. Nintendo Mario Kart 8 has more active players than Crash Team Racing Online. I actually haven't played the Wii version of Mario Kart 8. For whatever reason, I just can't find like anybody playing it when I try and go online. And even when I do, like, let's say if I quit to try and find another, like, lobby, it's the same lobby as I played in before. You hope there's a story mode in Mario Kart 9, if not, we'll riot. I do hope there is a story mode, because I feel like a game like Mario Kart, especially what it's showing there, I feel like that it could definitely benefit from a story mode. Which I know every Mario Kart game don't really have a story mode, but it's like... it would be cool to see one, considering like just how incredibly massive the game is looking to be. Okay. You want to know what else is massive? Go on. Low taper fade. Yeah, I'm playing Crash Team Racing Nitro-fueled music. Since we did talk about Crash Team Racing, I thought why not just run a CTR music. Okay, I want to ask anyone who is here in chat: Crash Team Racing or Crash Nitro Kart? Can't wait for next week with the Switch 2. That is actually a topic that I do want to talk about as well. Yeah, we're very close to it. Crash Team Racing. Okay, yeah. I figure more people would likely to choose Crash Team Racing over Crash Nitro Kart. Like, I do actually have Crash Nitro Kart on GameCube and on the original Xbox. Apparently there's a Switch 1 Direct happening on Thursday. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, I did hear about that there's a Switch 1 Nintendo Direct. Like, this is like the last Switch 1 Nintendo Direct, which I think is interesting. It's like, did we really need, like, another Switch 1 Nintendo Direct? Nate the Hate said that so it's probably gonna happen. Yeah. I think the problem is with that, it's going to get easily overshadowed by the Switch 2 Direct. I guarantee you, like, nobody is going to talk about the Switch 1 Direct after the Switch 2 like console Direct happens. I guarantee you. Because that's literally what everyone's going to be focusing on. Like, the gap between when the Switch 1 Direct happens and when the Switch 2 Direct is like so incredibly close to each other. It's almost like it's almost like kind of pointless, if you ask me. We'll probably see another Kirby port and a Wind Waker HD. Well, if a Wind Waker HD happens to come to the Switch, I know a certain someone would be very excited for that. Even though this certain person already will likely have a Wind Waker HD anyways on Wii U. Are they purple perchance? Yes. They like the color purple, and the profile icon is a phoenix. Yeah. I just find it interesting that they're doing a Nintendo Direct, like the very last Nintendo Switch 1 Direct. I have to wonder what came to this decision for Nintendo. Was it just like, you know, hey, these companies are reaching out to us for, like, you know, reaching out to us being like, hey, I've got this game I want to show off in the Nintendo Direct. It feels weird. Maybe the Switch 2 Direct is only hardware focused or something. I have a good feeling majority of it will be hardware focused, but I also have a good feeling that they will probably likely talk about some games. Now, if it's true that if it's going to be $400 US, as it's been as we've already lightly predicted anyways, then I don't have any doubt in my mind that was going to be the price that Nintendo will officially announce. Now, of course, because of what's been going on in the US, between the US and Canada, it could be a lot more. You're buying day one? Oh, absolutely, I'm buying day one. If Mario Kart is on the, yes, insta day one purchase, no cap. Yeah, like it is literally an instant, like, day one purchase. Because I feel like, because here's the thing, I feel like it would be stupid of Nintendo to be like, they'll probably be £380 or £450. I have a feeling it'll probably be £450. I could only see Nintendo pricing it at that. I don't think Nintendo will ever price it at $379. But that's just my opinion anyways. I could only see 450 being like something Nintendo would price it at. Yeah, I know it will only affect America and Canada. That's why I said, like, I know there's like a ongoing thing going on between those two countries. Which is why I didn't mention the UK, because I know the UK wouldn't be affected by this. Because I know the Switch 2 will definitely have a lot more greater specs than what the Switch 1 has. Like I said with the Mario Kart one, like they teased it in like the January first look trailer. They would be incredibly stupid not to have Mario Kart as a launch title. Like, that would be incredibly stupid. Because it almost signifies that this is going to be a launch title, and it needs to be, and it has to. And now that Nintendo has basically shown that, it has to be one now. They can't just back out. Mario Kart 9 will be a launch title with a tech demo game like onto Switch. I want Nintendo to do what they did with the Wii and just have like a Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, for example, be a packing title for every console. Because I feel like that would do better than a bloody 1-2 Switch. My opinion. It'll be so good, but no way for Nintendo is going to give us a packing title. Yep, they're not like the Nintendo they used to be, where Reggie fought Nintendo of Japan to get them included in European and American consoles. The fact that Reggie even had to fight in order to get that game included. Are there any tracks you all want to see in Mario Kart 9? You want to see Dolphin Shoals back? Okay. What do I want to see come back? I feel like Mario Circuit from Mario Kart 8 would be like a good contender for maybe like the Shell Cup, since it's a simple track. I hope to God that that Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road does not get into Mario Kart 9. Worst Rainbow Road of the goddamn life of that game. Other Rainbow Roads are far better than the one in in 8. Probably Coconut Mall and Double Dash Rainbow Road, Electrodrome, DK, Snowball Cross, and Toad Harbor. Those are very good picks. Yeah, I definitely know a lot want to see GameCube Rainbow Road. I could only see GameCube Rainbow Road being like something you see in like the Lightning Cup. I would like to see Wii Bowser Castle as well. That's another track that hasn't been hasn't made another appearance since Wii. You honestly you honestly don't think we're gonna see retro tracks in 9? Why do you think that? Is it because you think retro tracks would be able to accommodate for the massive 24 players? I mean, considering it like 24 players, I could see it. I just want to know. With 24 players, they will seriously have to rework all those tracks, and I feel like the Booster Course Pass was made since Nintendo knew that they weren't going to include retro tracks. Yeah. I could see it. I could see it. Okay, got literally a scam message. Trying to be a legit like, oh, your package hasn't been delivered. You need to reopen it, and it's like, I haven't ordered anything. If I did order anything, then I would legitimately know. I haven't ordered anything. Yep, I haven't ordered a single thing. You would like to see Dolphin Shoals, Toad Harbor, GCN Rainbow Road, Mute City, and Mario Kart 8 Bowser Castle. Interesting. You know what I want to see from Mario Kart 9? More characters from other games in like the Nintendo franchise as well. Show some respect to like Star Fox. Show some respect to like F-Zero. Why have I got the same bloody message? Weird. You want the talking flower from Mario Wonder. I guess we're now talking about characters. I could definitely... Okay, I'm pretty sure you all have seen this as well, but I'm pretty sure, like, Mario Kart 9 takes such a heavy influence from Mario Wonder. I think we can all see where the influence for that game comes from. Every character from Tour is gonna return. Right, anyways. I do actually want to get back to the topics, because I did plan topics for this stream. Yeah, so in case to those who haven't, to those who have just joined, first of all, welcome. But yeah, I was just talking about, you know, the Sonic Unleashed PC port. Now, obviously unofficial, of course. I was just talking about just how incredibly, like, impressive it is. Like, truly, like, it is really, like, freaking good. This like Unleashed recompiled, like PC port, because because I guarantee you there are many people out there that have wanted a like Sonic Unleashed like PC port or a Sonic Unleashed like remaster for like a very long time. And of course, because, you know, like Sonic Cross Shadow Generations obviously was successful. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. What's stopping Sega from obviously not doing a Sonic Unleashed like remaster, but maybe like have another character as like as a new thing? Yo, Frog Boy, great to see you. But yeah, the unofficial PC port is honestly, I think, everybody's like dreams finally like realized. Like, fans like actually did the one thing Sega just didn't do for a long time. The PC port is so good. It is so good. Especially when you crank up like the frames. Like Sonic Unleashed in 144 frames per second. Bro, that is insane. It looks buttery smooth. Like the cutscenes, like especially playing it on an ultra wide monitor as well. Woo! Man, it looks so good. Like playing it at a higher resolution, higher than what the Xbox 360 and PS3 resolutions are. It just blows them out of the water. Like I know the Xbox version like had like the frame rate boosted, but the problem is it's still at the same resolution as it was on the original Xbox 360 hardware. By the way, about Unleashed PC port, PC port was the opening for Xbox 360 translation layer, which is like an emulator but faster and works on anything. Yeah, I did see a video, in fact, about how like they did it, which I'll go ahead and just quickly say. So I know that it would first be in like C, which then would be converted over to like something that the Xbox 360 would recognize. But then when they wanted to recompile it for the PC version, they would essentially just like translate everything the Xbox 360 could understand back to C, and that's how you get the PC port. And also, like, you could get some cool additional features on top of that as well. Yeah. Now, of course, in order to even have Sonic Unleashed on PC, you obviously have to provide your own game copy. Yeah, and it finally opens up this game to mods, which I know there are plenty. Yeah, Sonic Unleashed Recompiled is such a good one. I personally think, and I think you can agree with me here, chat. I personally think the PC version will be the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed. What's the point going back to the original Xbox 360 version or the PS3 version? Like, what's the point? You have the PC version. You can play it in a much higher frame rate than what you could on 360 or PS3. Removing medal collecting mod is the greatest thing to ever happen. That's interesting. So basically you can just clear the stage without having to explore. That's interesting. See, the one thing I like about Unleashed on the Wii and PS2 is how they've handled the Sun and Moon medals in that version. Which honestly, let's say if Unleashed does get like a remaster, right? I hope that the one thing they do change about the remaster is making Sun and Moon medals something that if you can get like a B to an S rank, I honestly think that would be more better. My opinion. And look, okay, and let's also put it this way. Let's say if Unleashed got remade, right? Obviously, take daytime stages from HD Unleashed, HD. It's like the game runs at what 720p on 360. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think that's what it runs at. And take the nighttime stages from the Wii and PS2 versions. If both of those were combined together and the game still looked fantastic as the day that it did on that, honestly, so it would be like the super definitive way to experience Unleashed. Not only that, because you can experience two versions of it in one package. You can experience the daytime stages of HD, the nighttime stages of SD. Be right back. No worries, Kiki. And this makes the idea of every console from the 8th generation and up can have a translation layer. True. I know there is a what's his face? I know there's a Sonic Adventure 1 Dreamcast model mod for it. Ow. Alright, there we go. That's better. I got another one. Change the music. You're waiting for Xbox One translation layers to peak at some point. Yeah, as soon as that happens, like, I know there is one game that I think should get an unofficial PC port, but a PC port anyways, because Activision just refuses to release Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled on PC. Like, how hard is it, Activision, to release a PC port, official PC port of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled? Like, you've done it with Crash Bandicoot N.T. Trilogy, you've done it with Spyro, you've done it with Crash 4. Like, what's your excuse with Crash Team Racing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I know Beanox is not working on the game anymore, but they could just hand it off to someone who might be able to handle the PC port. Like, how bloody hard is that? Tell me. Tell me, Activision, Microsoft. Back to nice music. Yeah, this is Aptos Knight Sonic Unleashed, in case you want to know what I'm playing. Nah, man, if the Xbox and Steam collaboration is really where we're going to see a lot of Xbox Series S and X exploits. Interesting. Aptos Knight is goated. Well, it's from a goated game. Anyways, Sonic Unleashed PC port, pretty cool. Really like it. My friend John, in fact, was just so blown away that I had the PC port. That now he is enjoying playing it on PC. Yeah, it's also his favorite game as well. I don't know, maybe at some point for the Super Gamers, we'll do a Sonic Unleashed live stream, and we'll use the PC port to play it. But yeah. I honestly think Sonic Unleashed on the PC just looks so good. Generations is still the best, but the Unleashed port has become one of your favorite Sonic games now. Yeah. I mean, considering that fans of this game literally, again, instead of Nintendo, it's fans do what Seg don't. Literally, that it's like instead of Sega does what Nintendo don't, it's fan does what Sega don't. Someone should seriously make a trailer and like do a parody of that. That would be funny. That. we could solve homelessness if Sonic was involved. Yeah, Sonic would know how to fix everything. I mean, at the end of the day, a world without a Sonic is just can never be the case. Every world needs a Sonic. Now the Sonic fans would find a way to solve it. Sonic! Does everyone know the little Sega screen from the Genesis version of 3D Blast or 3D Flicky's Island? Like the Sega! That is funny, that one. That is funny. Miss the days when James would game. Welcome, Matt. But yeah. Yeah, welcome in, Matt. You've been playing Tomodachi Life. Nice. I haven't gone back to that game in quite some time. In fact, I don't remember what the last time I did. And I managed to implement gay people. Interesting. You know, speaking of Tomodachi Life, why haven't we got a new one? Why haven't we got a new one? I feel like that is a game where I feel like if you just need to relax after like a stressful game of like Mario Party or a Mario Kart or any other games for that matter, I feel like that should be like a game that I think would be great. Probably with how the world is nowadays. Oh yeah, Twitter, yeah. And Twitter just ruins things, man. I'll tell you. Twitter just ruins everything. Everything and anything. Twitter X. Or Twix. But if there's something I really want in Tomodachi Life, it's the ability to give your Miis a certain accents and nationalities. For example, a Scottish Mii, but I can't give him a Scottish accent. Huh. Interesting. Without going into detail, all I'll say is the world is very different now compared to 2014. I mean, true, you're not wrong about that, but then you also have to think about people are just fucking pussies nowadays and are so fucking sensitive to everything and anything. Like, we can't joke about things anymore in today's society without someone just saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that, I'm gonna cancel you." And I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, shut your bitch ass up. People are so fucking sensitive nowadays. It's fucking insane. Like, bro, can we not just have a joke? In fact, my first married couple in Tomodachi Life save file is a gay couple, 2 men, call Gi and Awaski. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing those 2 names correct, but that's interesting. The everything's woke people ruin everything, shake my head. True. And can I just say as well, I know what's gonna happen. J. Okay, yeah. I figured it was pronounced J, but I didn't know unless it was pronounced differently. Hazaki. Okay. Oh, Hazaki. You made up the name? Interesting. Azaski. Interesting name. I'll give it that, Matt. Anyways, look. All I'll say is, if you're ever on Twitter, like the people who the quote modern audience, fucking bullshit. Because they want to find every reason to just ruin things in society. Supposed to be Russian, but that was before I learnt about Russian names, so I just gave him a Russian surname to make up for it. Okay. Interesting backstory. The modern audience, like, I'm sorry, but like, if you're that sensitive, what the fuck is wrong with you? Can we not just joke in this world? Like, I feel like every time there's like someone cracks a joke or someone does this, someone does that, it's always met with something fucking stupid, man. People are so fucking sensitive. They need to fucking grow up. Can't deal with people who just act that way. They're fucking sensitive pussies and cowards. Sabrina, welcome. Taylor's version. Also, thanks for 10 likes, by the way. Appreciate that. I'm gonna get on a tangent, but yeah, the world is very soft, bro. Saying that is definitely an understatement. People have just gotten too fucking like sensitive. It's almost like what happened. What was fine like maybe so many years ago is now just not fine today. Now look, there's some things I personally think, okay, yeah, I think you need to like hold the phone, slow down, and everything. It's just frustrating, man. It's just frustrating. I know I'm just expressing here, but like, it's just honestly so annoying. Yeah, just let people be themselves. Stop critiquing everything. Exactly. It's like, hello? Since when did you become a fucking teacher? Since when did you have to interject yourself into their lives and say what they can and cannot do? People just need to touch some fucking grass, man. Go outside. Touch grass. Like, live your life. Live your life. Honestly, just, live your goddamn life. Stop worrying about what other people say. Because you don't know them. You don't know them, they don't know you. Why do you stop? Like, we need to stop pretending like people on the internet know each other, right? We need to stop that. Some requests. Running through the new world, Kirby and the Go. Okay, yeah, we could do that. Kind of a song change. I never actually listened to a Kirby song, in fact. Kirby and the... it's... Let's see... Running into a new world. Oh, here we go. Here you go. I remember that I used to use my joke answer when asked if I'm going to watch the new Doctor Who. I touch grass in video games, it counts. Oh god. You know what would just be funny is if any time when you see grass, you just put your hand down on grass, you take a photo of your hand touching the grass and then someone just posts it in like the pictures in my server and says, "Guys, I touch grass. I'm contributing to society." Oh god. Ever since Doctor Who went on its decline, I made alternative universe to satisfy yourself and other discontent fans. I've never watched Doctor Who, so yeah, I wouldn't know. It's just interesting, just like how often like the show will just change an actor to who's the next like Doctor. That's just one thing that is just like very like that just like stands out to me. It's like the show never sticks with like one Doctor. Oh, kind of also just makes you feel like like how it is with Sonic sometimes. How inconsistent its cast it got for the English side. To be fair, there's a story reason why the Doctor's actor always changes. Yeah, but it's like let's okay. I know people are probably already used to this. I know people were already used to Doctor Who always having a different actor for like a new season, but it's like it almost like sometimes like Doctor Who doesn't really have like a true like identity, whereas like let's say other TV soaps like Coronation Street, Emmerdale, what else? I'm trying to think of anything else that is consistent. Anyways, my point is, those TV programs, at least you can say, are consistent. Maybe over the time, maybe certain actors choose not to reprise the role in a certain program, but in other cases, like, then sure. But like, I feel like with Doctor Who, I feel like the show doesn't really have that much of an identity. Doctor Who's identity is not having one. It's about it's a show about change. I've never watched it, so yeah. Although I will say I do like the Doctor Who like opening theme for it. I do like it. Kind of does give you that kind of like mysterious like vibe to it, which, you know. Coronation Street, in your eyes, is one of Doctor Who's rival shows. Back in the 80s, certain BBC higher-ups decided Coronation Street was worth more than Doctor Who. The best British show is Top Gear and the Grand Tour. Yes, I'm going to assume this was with Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. Because honestly, Top Gear... That is... Okay, I'll say that. Top Gear's identity is those three. Top Gear... Whenever I think of Top Gear, I immediately associate that identity with them three. They were the face of Top Gear. And like ever since like those three aren't on Top Gear anymore, and obviously are doing Grand Tour, Top Gear kind of lost its identity. You know, like when it came back with like new people instead. The Top Gear's identity was lost when it had 3 new people take their place. To me, I will always know Top Gear as the Jeremy Clarkson, the Richard Hammond, and the James May show. I refuse to see it any other way. I literally refuse to see that show any other way other than them 3. And with Grand Tour, you could say the Grand Tour is literally like, okay, this is Top Gear, but under a different name. But we still are providing the same kind of like great value that we did when we were on Top Gear. Grand Tour is Top Gear, but with Amazon. And obviously, I feel like if people were like, well, what's the point watching Top Gear if them 3 aren't there? And then they saw that they are, what's his face? They saw that they are. Excuse me. What's his face? Like, and then they saw, like, you know, Grand Tour, for example, with them 3, then that's just, that means they're just more inclined to, yeah, probably sign up for an Amazon Prime subscription just so that they can really just get that feeling of classic Top Gear with them 3. Now, the show structurally, some aspects are different, some are the same. I had been a showrunner after Peter Capaldi, I think that's how you pronounce it. Left Doctor Who, I would have chosen Simon Fernaby as the 13th Doctor. You should make a switch to direct bingo card. I would have to think of what would I even put on it. Like, I feel like I know what obvious ones I would put on it. It was like priced like £400 or console only comes in like one color. What else? They show games. Majority of the direct was focused on the hardware. Release date is exactly what like everyone was talking about. Nathan Got Gaming 123. Sup? Sup, dude? How's it going? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my next topic. This next topic is gonna be a fairly quick one. It's not something I'm gonna be spending too much time on. If you see my post about it, you'll probably might have a good inkling, but yeah, I'm working on a big like video project for this channel about a certain game on a certain handheld. You know, and it's going to take some time. I'll tell you that first and foremost, gamers. It will definitely take some time. So all I ask, just be patient with me while I work through it. I do have the other gameplay video that I also need to like do and stuff. You better be my stop smoking trainer on Nintendo DS. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what game it is because I want it to be a surprise. The only hint, like I said, I'll be giving you is it's a game on a handheld console. That's the only hint. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. Does it have Luigi in the game? Do I confirm or deny it? So this game does have Luigi. However, he's not number one. You've kind of made it obvious. Obvious it does. I haven't even said the name of the game that I'm working on. So, from my point of view, it's not really the case. Because I even mentioned what game it is. Luigi is in this game. He's just not the main focus point. Super 2 Galaxy Mario. Sticker Star? I'm not gonna say anything. But just all I'll say is look forward to it. It's gonna be quite a big video. So I'll just say that. It's going to be quite a big video. I don't know how long the runtime is for the video. I haven't even finished up any of the other points that I have yet to record and put into my editing software. I'm putting in almost like the same kind of like editing quality as I do for my, like, my item box channel. Yeah, I'm putting in the same quality as I did for my my hardware item box channel. So it'll definitely be something. It'll definitely be a good watch once it releases. Obviously, I haven't confirmed when I'll release the game. Or release the game. When I release the video on this game, that I'm going to talk about. I hope you enjoy it. And hey, you know, I'm definitely going to try and also make it where you can watch it on a TV. Because that's where I really want the enjoyment to be had, is you on a smart TV, sitting down, and just enjoy it, you know? Because I think that is something that I definitely think I want to do, is I definitely want to ensure people can enjoy this video on a TV. Also, by the way, see you later, Kiki. Hope you have a good one. So yeah. I just thought I'd just announce that I'm working on a big video. And I definitely want this video to, you know, just be like I said, something that you can enjoy on your TV. Like, you know, you can just, if you have your Nintendo Switch and you have it set up on your TV and you play my video and just watch it there, then at least you can say that you can enjoy it. And hey, like, if anything, I throw up on the screen as well. Because if you've been noticing that I've been putting, like, QR codes in my videos, I'm really trying to, like, optimize and try and capture, like, a TV audience, if you know my drift. I try to get it out before the Switch 2 releases, so it won't be overshadowed by all the Switch 2 unboxing and playthrough videos and stuff. Make sure you switch to the new console. It just clicked, yeah. I thought you mistakenly missed out the R there, but then as soon as I read what it was actually saying, I was like, oh yeah. Switch to a new console. Oh god. Switch to that thing. I love it. Hey Tolik, welcome back. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and also, seeing as why I haven't really thought of anything interesting to talk about while not on a topic, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do another quick one. So, if you haven't been around, we've currently been playing over on the Super Gamers, which, to those who haven't subscribed, go over there now and get yourself subscribed. Those who have already subscribed probably don't really need to go over there, because I already know you're probably likely subscribed anyways, and if you aren't, then you know, you need to change that. Go over there and get subscribed. Now, I will preface this. If you haven't watched the last few stream VODs of Sonic Generations, then this will likely be a spoiler for those who haven't caught up with any of the VODs. I just want to preface this. So, if you haven't watched the VODs over on the Super Gamers, go watch them now. Get yourself caught up, because what I'm about to talk about is... I'm gonna spoil it, essentially. So, I don't know, mute the stream if you don't want to get spoiled, or... I don't know. I could put like a text. Let's see. I probably could put an existing text. Okay, that is the room ID. Or spoiler warning. And that's just going to cover up the coffee. Okay, so at the end of our last stream, which was the part 2 playthrough, we got to the final boss, and we did try to start and try and finish it, but we didn't have much time due to my friend's taxi coming at that point. So of course, we just had to like end it there for today. But then the following Friday stream, which was like last week, we went through the boss. Obviously, I adjusted audio as well. And we defeated the boss. So there's that. And then we finally started. Shadow Generations. And yeah, and so far John is pretty much enjoying it. Got up to Space Colony. John completed Space Colony Arc, both acts. Explored the white space a bit. What else? I think, yeah, he did also unlock the first Doom power-up as well. He did also unlock some treasure chests as well from some of the collectibles he was able to get. The Shadow Generations part, I want John to just, like, play through all of it. Because if you already know, I've already played through Shadow Generations, and I've already experienced it, so I kind of feel like I don't really need to play it again on Super Gamers. I want to see how my friend figures things out, because it was his first time, and yeah, so far he's enjoying it. It did throw him off at first with the controls being on the X button, but as soon as he like figured it out and was able to just be fine, yeah. Yeah, and I think he also, yeah, he did get up to Rail Canyon Act 1, and that's where he stopped at. No, in fact, he did both acts, in fact. And then he completed some of the challenges. I think some of it, but he didn't do all of it. So, we did schedule the stream for it as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly grab the link real quick. So you can put your notos on. Let's see. Super Gamers Meadow in with. We'll call this part 2. Technically, this is yeah, this is technically this would technically be part 2 of it. So there's the link. Go check that out. Get yourselves notified. This is not a raid, by the way. I'm not finishing yet. But yeah, just go ahead and get yourself notified for that, and then yeah, all's a good and from there. All right. Right, we're done with the spoiler now. So yeah, definitely go and look forward to the next one. If you haven't seen the previous parts, they're all available on the Super Gamers. There's also a playlist as well that you can check out. Get yourself caught up on all that stuff. And yeah. So, and by the way, we'll probably be on Sonic Cross Shadow Generations for quite a while, because I think because we did agree that after we've gone through like the main story mode and beaten both of them, we did decide that we want to go back to both of them and like go through and get like all of the collectibles, all of the red rings, all of the like the 3 things in Shadow Generations, like all the collectible key things, stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically where we're at for with that. So look forward to it. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. Okay. Oh yeah, I also I should have actually mentioned this, but I'm finally I'm now able to apply for the YouTube partner program as well. So yeah, currently in the process of that right now. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be very exciting because I can finally will start being able to offer like super chat, super thanks, memberships, and all that other good stuff. I can't wait for that to happen. But yeah, that's just a little thing I forgot. I honestly forgot to say and should have mentioned. But yeah, currently in the process of applying. I'm still having to work on getting full monetization. But right now I've got like the ones that gives me, like I said, memberships. So if you want to become a member, I'll price it reasonably so that you can afford it. I'll probably will start with just like one membership tier, but then if I can come up with like some good ideas for like maybe a second tier, I'll create it and then announce it. It'll probably be more than what it is, but for now, I think I'm gonna just keep it to where it's like honestly reasonably priced, and you can and you'll be able to get access to like emotes and whatnot. I don't think I'll do members only videos and streams. I think I would save that for a second tier, in my opinion. That the first one would just be like general support, emotes, able to use super chat, super thanks, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Until then, yeah, we'll keep going. we'll keep going, keep making content, and hopefully I don't be lazy. Because I'm gonna be honest, like I said, I've been incredibly lazy. Like I'll admit to myself, I've been incredibly lazy, and I need to stop that. But sometimes you just can't help, and also you want to also ensure that you're not just practically. I'm not practically 24/7 on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah. And by the way, if you all are indeed still enjoying this, be sure to, give it a like, all that good stuff, and yeah, subscribe if you're new. If you want to, of course. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's there. The next topic I want to talk about is a game, of course. I want to talk about was Mario Kart Tour a good game? Now, you can look at it many different ways. You can look at it in many different ways. You could say it was the best game ever. I enjoyed, getting all the characters. I think some of the tracks were very cool and unique for it. Or if you're just that kind of player, I enjoyed the gacha. Mario Kart Tour, you couldn't play that regularly. You played it, came back to it, played it, came back to it, etc. Yeah, and I want to just talk. I want to talk about that because ever since, obviously, as you know, like ever since the game content is no more anymore, it kind of it's kind of like Mario Kart Tour did kind of fade into obscurity, like into irrelevancy. Like nobody talks about the game anymore, except from like a very niche, like community of people that still actively play and talk about the game on YouTube. Which I know there's like one that talks about it, but like in terms of like what it brought to the Mario Kart franchise, there's some things I personally think we do appreciate what Tour did. And hey, who knows, maybe Mario Kart 9 might finally bring some of those ideas to the Switch 2's entry. You never know, right? You never know. Like for example, like the item frenzy, I think that was a pretty cool idea. My opinion. I think it was pretty cool that like Mario Kart Tour had that, because it kind of almost gives it like a. It kind of almost gives it like its version of the like All-Star power-up from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the same, but it kind of gives off those kinds of vibes. But unfortunately, you know, just like any mobile game, just like any mobile game, you don't play those kinds of games that incredibly often. You kind of just play them just like let's say if you don't have the internet, if you don't have like any internet, you basically just can't. You couldn't play as Mario from the start. Yeah, that is true. For whatever yeah, a game called Mario Kart. Mario is in the name. You couldn't play as him. That's such a weird thing Nintendo did with it. It's Mario Kart, not Super Mario 64 DS. Might as well call it Mario Kart 64 DS. if it, because that's what it felt like. But yeah, look, Mario Kart Tour is obviously a very simple game. The controls are very simplified. It's very like, you know, it moves on its own. No controller support. A very big cast of characters, but I feel like most of that cast of characters are just skins of the same character, just in different clothing. You know that? Like I don't think there was a single time in my mind that there was an original character made for Mario Kart Tour. To my knowledge, anyways, I don't think there's a single character in that game that was made specifically for that game. Super Mario Kart Double DS Wii Super Circuit Dash 6478 Deluxe. That's a lot of Mario Karts. Oh, don't forget the Tour and Knuckles part as well. Don't forget that. anyways, back on topic. Was Mario Kart Tour a good game? It's very subjective. I'll say that. There's something, like I said, there's some things about the game that I do like, and I hope to see, you know, Mario Kart 9, like, on Switch 2. Bring them in. Also, don't bring the gacha, because you just don't. I think Tour was not perfect. I now have so many coins and nothing to do with them. Yeah, of course, Tour wasn't perfect. I'll agree with that. But, I mean, you can say that about any game, for that matter. Not every game is going to be perfect. You're always going to expect, like, some kind of flaws, or you'll probably get some sort of, like, criticism about it, which, I mean, that's just how video games are. Like, you release one game, you hear feedback, you make the next game, and then the cycle just continues. It's like, I don't think you'll ever find a perfect game. Mario Kart Tour included. I wouldn't say it's a good game. I say it's just a fine game. Did I play Mario Kart Live? Nope. My only thing with Mario Kart Tour was, of course, it was on, devices like, your iPhone, for example. Like your iPhone, like, and many Android phones and tablets and whatnot. Um, it's a competent game. Let me just say that it's a competent game. Sure, you might not go back to it that incredibly often, but it's a game. It's a game that personally is quite forgettable. It's quite a forgettable game, Mario Kart Tour. Like you could install it, um, like you can install it, play it today, and you could literally like you could probably go like maybe 3, maybe 4, even like maybe 3 or 4 months. Um, Maybe like 3 or 4 months of having it installed, and you would never, um, and you would like, and you would probably wouldn't even realize you even had that game. Mario Forest Studios. You'd love to hop into the stream, but you have school today. Hey, have a nice day at school. Have I ever watched Beyblade? Nope. Nope, I have not watched Beyblade. I do know there's like, I do know it's based on like, it was like based on those like, those those little cool like toy things that they were based on. Missing out. Love the Metal Fight series. It got cancelled a long time though. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't. There's certain things. Um, there's certain things that I don't think I would ever have an interest in. To be honest. Imagine Mario Kart, but every character is a version of Mario. I think that would just be insanity. It's kind of like Pokemon and Bakugan. Hmm. I mean, it would still have a lot of character. It'd certainly be Mario Kart. Well, true, yes. Um. Anyways, Mario Kart Tour. It's a fine game. It's a competent, fine game. It's just that it's a forgettable one. Like Mario Kart 8, for example. I can literally go back to that game many times because it's a game that you just can't forget. Same with Wii, same with DS, and same with any other Mario Kart games. You you just, it's like it's in your face. Whereas Tor, it's just like it kind of like blends in with the other mobile games that you would have to sometimes go in like when you go in, uh, when you go in, let's see, when you go in like the games folder, for example, and you scroll down and then you see, oh yeah, I have Mario Kart. I kind of forgot that I had Mario Kart. Pretty sure any of you lot can probably relate to that. Because I feel like sometimes we have to, um, we sometimes have to we have to realize that, like we have to sometimes just realize that, oh yeah, I have this game. I kind of forgot I downloaded this. You know what I'm saying? We also have Super Mario Run. I tried, like, I played it when it came out. I didn't buy it. I didn't like purchase the full thing to unlock all of it. Like, I could see what Nintendo's business practice was with Super Mario Run. Like, make the app free, kind of like a free trial demo, but then if you wanted to, you can spend, yeah, like 10-15 pounds to essentially just unlock the game. When it comes to Nintendo, iPhone games, I just play them for a bit and then stop. They aren't engaging enough for you in your opinion. Yeah, I agree. And then that's the thing with mobile games. It's like, these mobile games are just made to be like, you know, quick, like, pass the time kind of thing, you know? Like, you're, like, as you just aptly pointed out there, and that is like a great case there. It's like, you might play for like, I don't know, let's just say you play for 2 or 5 minutes, right? And then you feel satisfied. You close out the app, you move on with your life. That's what it feels like with Mario Kart Tour. Jeez, you nearly got 25,000 toads in Super Mario Run? Damn. I feel like this doesn't apply to just Mario Kart Tour or Super Mario Run. I feel like any mobile game is something like you can just fire up, play a few minutes, and then close it and move on. It's almost like it's barely an inconvenience. But my problem is, and I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here, which I know you all love when I go on tangents because that's just me. We have, like, you know, powerful phones, right? We have powerful phones, powerful consoles, powerful, like, tablets and iPads, powerful laptops, for that matter. Yet, like, none of these developers, like these mobile developers, take a full advantage of the capabilities that these phones have. Phones have come a long way. Like, sure, maybe at the time, making simple mobile games were easier. But I feel like if you're a tech company, right? You put all this power, all this efficiency, only to then experience that no mobile games ever takes advantage of it. What's the point making them powerful? Right? What's the point? You might as well just make them like a little potato that still would run competently well for simple apps. You might as well not even bother have mobile games at this rate. Call me crazy if you want, but that I just personally think if tech companies are investing so much billions of dollars into the development, research, and even building these powerful phones, and then you have these developers not take advantage of that? What's the point? Honestly, what is the point? And I know there are some mobile games like, you know, Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Wua, you know, or even like games that are console games ported to mobile. Like, I know there's like Resident Evil, for example. I know that's on there. But even then, it's just like... you could look at it two ways. You could look at it as either developers are creating these simple games because, you know, it makes it easier for just quick plays. And if you're playing like a full-on console game on your phone, like you're either committed to playing it or you might as well just not bother playing it on your phone and just play that same game on a console. Anyways, Mario Kart Tour is a competent game. It's a fine game, but it's also forgettable. I do have two other topics, but I think I'm going to cut one of them out. I'm going to cut this one out. Because I know this will relate to the upcoming Switch 2, which is the Direct. So what I will say is I did change the time on my live stream to a much earlier time, so instead of 2. I want to guarantee at least, you know, I can start my stream before the Switch 2 Direct officially kicks. You know, like starts off. I just realized the bloody music. Sure. I'm just gonna put on music. I didn't realize the music stopped, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna be reacting to the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Very excited for that. Full on, you know, like raw, unfiltered, like, you know, reaction, not staged or anything like that. Just real, genuine reaction for the first time. I mean, we already know of it, like some parts of it from the January one, but now we're gonna actually hear everything we need to know about this console. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. And I hope you all are looking forward to seeing my reaction. Granted, you know, I know there might not be, I know not everyone is going to be at my stream. I know there might be some of you in chat might just directly watch the Switch 2 trailer itself. But if you do want to watch it with my reaction and just everything, then yeah, we welcome you. But yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and redirect everyone to that stream, in fact. So let me go ahead and add a redirect. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Looking forward to it. Hopefully everything that has been leaked to crap is hopeful. And yeah. That's all I gotta say. So, if you enjoyed this, be sure to click the subscribe button if you're indeed new here. Of course, it's optional. If you don't want to, that's fine. And over here is the last video, or stream, I should say, for you all to check out. Until then, I have been James, and you have been the gamers watching this stream. See yous.